you all probably know what I have to say because I said it the last time I was here. But I'm strictly against any zoning ordinance. If Pocahontas County is good enough for the past 2 years, it's still good enough now. And I've been here for 76 years. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Rick?
Lex McNeil. I'll echo the voice of what a lot of the people here have said, that they're totally opposed to any zoning that affects anything that affects our livelihood. I'm one of the older people in this county right here that was born and raised here. And I feel that we need to protect our rights. And I feel that this is important to the people of the county and the prosperity of the county down the road. And I just wanted to mention that, as well as what Joe said, that there's some of these things here where that it can change, because needless to say, the county commission is going to change. And the people on there are the people that are making the decisions. So in 2 years from now, a decision that you all make could be totally reversed by the fact that that person has changed and that vote was 2-1. It could be 1-2 the next time around. So I think this needs something that needs to be totally addressed and be realistic with what you are saying to us and what you're trying to do to us. It is our land, and we need to have a lot of say in how we take care of our land and our property.
Thank you, Rick. Just a moment. Robin?
Robin Muchlin. I'm here as an individual. I'm not representing any groups. But when I read the proposed ordinance, I just believe it's too overreaching. And I've just got concerns that perhaps enacting such an ordinance would just close the door to too many opportunities. So I'm here to ask you to walk softly and take much care and involve the business community in any legislation that you consider. And I do express my personal concern that enacting such an ordinance would close the door to opportunity.
Thank you. Next, Councilor.
My name is xvid Senior, and I've been against zoning ever since I've been in this town. Gilbert Jack, a friend of mine, a lot of these people remember Gilbert Jack. He was president of the Citizens Committee. I was there twice years ago. And Pocahontas County is one of the 2 counties out of the 55 counties that is not zoned. I want you to know that. And a lot of people try to zone this county. We do not want it zoned. If we wanted it zoned, we would have said so. Do you know where zoning came from? Do you, sir? Where it started from?
No.
It started in Old England. Have you heard the stories about Robin Hood?
Yes.
If you kill the king's deer or anything, they cut your head off and your arm off. That's zoning. That's where it started at, in Old England.
That would not be good for deer hunting.
Well, and if you're for stuff like that, I don't think these people here are for that. And we have had commissioners before, no disrespect to either one of you guys. We've had commissioners before that this has come before and they voted plumb out. Because they know it wouldn't go nowhere, and if you think I'm wrong, these people here tell you. And they're here to back me up and place hundreds of us around me like that. I thank you.
Thank you. Sir, decide.
Just for 1 minute. I'm Larry Burns. Burns Motor Radar Company. We started here in 1949. I just got this paper today, and the thing that concerns me is the language in it. And here again, I just had a very few minutes to look at it, but I look at this saying, without the express consent of the county commission, without the consent of the county commission, express permission of the county commission, without the express permission the county commission? You said you reprimanded Mr. Beckwith for saying you. I'm going to say you. You can reprimand me too. What are you guys trying to do? What kind of democracy is this when 3 people can dictate this to the working people of this county?
I'll respond to that, Mr. Burns. The kind of democracy this is the very one that brought this ordinance to draft to public light in the first place. And it's these 3 commissioners right here who wanted you to see that.
Well, I'm not going to debate it with you. I just think you're giving too much power to 3 people.
We saw the draft for the first time ourselves November 1st.
Pardon me?
We saw that draft for the first time ourselves November 1st.
I wouldn't put this out. I wouldn't put this out to the people of Public County to look at. Well, that's an embarrassment to post on statement.
He says all 3 of us.
Thank you.
voted on this. I voted against both attorneys that was hired, and I'm not for this ordinance right here.
Praise the Lord.
Need to respond again on these comments. It's very good comments you made, Mr. Burns. Policeman Cole earlier said that we need to be realistic with you about what we're saying. If we had had that ordinance in executive session, would that not have been unrealistic? This very commission decided to have that in public session, not for the purpose of trying to run something through, but for the purpose of facilitating democracy and open and complete discussion. And that's what we're continuing to have. Thank you, Mr. Burns. No comment? Gentleman beside you?
My name is Howard Walker. I'm not necessarily representing anybody in particular, but just to mimic what everybody has said, I think it's pretty rough wording, to say the least. If I understand it correctly, if I buy 10 head of cattle, they will most likely drink more than 1,000 gallons of water, and therefore most likely can or cannot do that based on 3 individuals' opinion. That, as somebody else said, could change over the years. I support what you guys do, but I think this is pretty vague, broad, pretty ludicrous, whatever. And it does worry me as a lifetime citizen of Pocahontas County, born and raised here. It worries me for my children. Obviously, there's no work here for them to come back to, whether they get college educated or not. There's not a whole lot here, and that saddens me. However, I do admire the beauty that the county offers, probably as much as anybody else. Spent the weekend in Cranberry and enjoyed that totally. Wouldn't want to disturb it, but by the same token, we'd like to see a little bit more business drummed up for all the right reasons. And I guess we'd like to see all the right businesses drummed up with that. But I wouldn't like to see it regulated by 3 individuals that vote in this county. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir?
I'm Bill here. I'm a farmer. There's some farmers here even bigger than what ours is. But I go start reading through this, and I guess I'm an old codger anymore, and I'm grandfathered in. But I'm looking here beside me, the next generation, when he comes about, all these things are going back. And I can't see it. I can't see it in this county either. And the business in this county, we need business. And this is going to just take away from any business coming here. But as I look through there and talk about water usage, I probably use that much water every half day or more. And it may not affect me, but it's sure the thunder going to affect the next generation. And you 3 may not be there to make the judgment calls when that happens. And I can't see it. And I think the way this thing is written up, you wasted your money for your lawyers. That's money thrown away. I appreciate the kind of thing.
That could be a very fair comment there, Mr. Beard. Young man beside you? can't quite see. Ma'am?
My name is Elizabeth J. We have a
I'm sorry, what's
small-
your name?
Elizabeth J. We have a small farm at Edric. We haven't leased our mineral rights because we feel that we sacrifice our service rights when we lease the mineral rights. I feel that these ordinances also infringe on our service rights. I think they're intrusive. I think they're micromanaging things, and we sacrifice our ownership property. I understand the need to conserve our water, but these other things, it's too broad, and it's too much.
Thank you.